Hello friends, my name is Alicia. Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. So happy to have you here. Thanks so much. And if this is not your first time here, will you marry me? You see, I hesitated to ask anyway. Now I'm embarrassed. Thank you for coming back. Well, today, guys, we got a short one. We are watching The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar. It is a Wes Anderson short film. I love Wes Anderson. I enjoy his films. I enjoy the way that he knows his style and he says, baby, I'm gonna stick to it. This short, I'm not sure what it's about. I heard about it recently, but you know, I decided I always gotta check out Wes Anderson films. I would say my favorite, which is probably like controversial, my favorite Wes Anderson film personally is The Royal Tenenbaums. I love The Royal Tenenbaums. What is your favorite Wes Anderson film? I would love to know. So without further ado, let's get into it.
And always make sure I have a sharp pencil.
Wait, is that Ray Fiennes? Love the colors. Wes Anderson has a very...
Henry Sugar was 41 years old, unmarried and rich. He was...
Oh, listen, I wouldn't mind if you have the rich behind it.
Too selfish to share any of his money with a wife. He was...
Understood.
He drove a Ferrari...
Listen, I don't need to be Henry's wife, okay? Distinct girlfriend would work just fine. He sounds like a catch.
To make themselves richer.
Oh, the colors are coloring. I love it.
It was magnificent, so were the ground.
Oh! Sorry, there's sound design happening. The dialogue went to the left ear, the left channel, and it freaked me out a little bit. If anything Wes Anderson's gonna do is have set design.
Henry Sugar wasn't interested. The only books he read.
I love Benedict Cumberbatch. I can't, sorry.
Gentlemen.
When did Ben Kingsley get so old? I will say, in order to act in any of these Wes Anderson films, because his script is always so dense and long and quick. It's like you gotta be talented to be able to keep up with the dialogue that Wes Anderson writes. And sometimes it's monologues and it takes so long, not on our perspective, but from the perspective of having to learn all those lines and recite it in the way that he, you know, obviously is known for them having this fast-paced way of speaking.
He saw it. His whole face was rigid with shocked disbelief.
Was fitted over his already bandaged head. The boy placed a needle in one of Imdad Khan's hands and a length of cotton thread in the other.
Sound design as well, because obviously they're not wearing like lav mics. They're typically on like movie sets have like a boom. It just sounded more like muffled, like it was in post-production than it did on set. But Wes Anderson does a lot of things on set. It's very rare he does things post-production, so that's probably what it was. I don't know.
18 inches into the air, at the very least, a terrific effect.
Literally, the sound design is the thing that's sticking out to me the most in this movie so far. It's like, it's so intentional with all the things that's on screen. Him exiting right and it being in my right ear is crazy.
My heart jumped. There was a small water hole next to the...
It's like a stage play, honestly. With the set design and how grandiose, like, the production of it all. It just feels like a stage play.
Finally, the great yogi came
What I
out of his
do
hut
love
and sat
about how Wes Anderson does these, it could be scenes or the entire movie, because like I'm thinking about Asteroid City and how Henry was reading a book and began reading it, but it's not like, you know, he just reads it or whatever. It becomes this whole other, essentially, movie within the movie, because that's how Asteroid City was. It was a stage play, but the way that they showcased it was through a movie or whatnot. It's so creative. Maybe too creative. I don't know. Controversial.
Quite positively, his body slowly lifting off the ground.
That's so creative. It does look like he's off the ground, but it's the way that they freaking painted that box. That is so good.
Is it really that difficult to concentrate the mind for just...
Almost impossible.
I can't concentrate my mind for even a second. Things are just running around. I could never. I would love to try, though, honestly.
Every evening for the next 8 years, I proceeded with this kind of practice.
8 years?
I could read a book straight through, cover to cover, blindfolded.
Oh, this is how he's able to see? Well, I want to try now, okay?
I refuse to believe anyone can see without his eyes. They forget that there are other ways of sending an image to the brain.
How?
Can't, pal. I'm going back to the theatre tonight. I said, we can't.
The speed that they have to recite these lines is honestly crazy.
Henry realized at once.
I love that, like, throughout the entire book, the only thing he got from that was how to gamble.
He decided instead to visualize his own face.
That's insane. That's crazy. That's so narcissistic.
He's quivering. He picks up the card.
This little sound effect, I can't.
Within a month, he's down to...
Now, Henry, listen, there's no time to shave. There's no time to cut your hair. I understand.
Of course, he's able to work for 12 hours straight, no trouble at all.
This is what privilege looks like. You don't have bills to pay. You could just do this because you can. I want that privilege.
He'd attracted attention. I beg your pardon. Interesting.
The lighting is so intricate as well. Once again, like a stage play. With the lighting, it has a beat.
He knows a large blood clot which is broken free and is traveling in the vein will ultimately reach the heart.
Yeah, you should hurry and go to a hospital.
The next morning, Henry woke up late, got out of bed, saw the enormous bundle lying on his dressing table, and didn't want.
That's crazy. All right, don't tease me. Throw the whole thing, okay? To have enough money first to be able to be like, I don't want it. But also, I do enjoy the fact that he came to a point where he felt satisfied enough to not need it. So it's like the journey that he went on. His intention was for greed, but it ended in appreciation and satisfaction. I don't know if that's enough for all of y'all.
You want to give it away, you don't throw it out of the window.
Right?
It'll do some
Yeah,
good.
I agree.
A hospital, for instance, or an orphanage.
I agree. He's eating him up. Yeah, he ate you up.
It was an awful feeling.
Oh, you saw the genuine despair in his eyes after realizing what the policeman was saying.
I must never win too much money in one sitting. £50,000 a night, that's my limit. 50,000.
That's funny. That's really good. So now he's like what would you call him? I was gonna say vigilante, but that's not the case.
You could be the richest man on earth.
I don't want to be the richest man.
I love that for you.
He would pay me well, he said, and added, a remarkable man has died recently.
Aw. That writing is a little hard to make out, but I got it. Hello?
Don't do that.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah? I'm sorry to cut you off, but I was in the middle of recording a video.
I'm so sorry.
Say hi, channel.
Hi, channel.
Okay. Well, guys, that was the wonderful story of Henry Sugar. I love Wes Anderson. He's just a director who just likes to, you can tell in his projects, he just enjoys what he does. You can feel the excitement to make this by all of the intricate details that are in it. From one, the script itself, the story, the way that he executes the story, the performances, the way that he wants the cadence to be like a staccato kind of situation, the lighting is very specific and it speaks to different points. His set direction is unmatched, is comparable to a stage play. And then also my favorite part of this, surprisingly, is the sound design. It's kind of crazy how the sound design was just very intentional, and I loved it. Loved it, love it, love it. I really enjoyed that short, and I hope you did too. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you made it this far, let me know what you thought of the film. Did you watch it? Will you watch it? Did you enjoy it? Did you not? If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. It really helps me with the algorithm, who is playing me right now, playing me so hard. And if you enjoy the concept of coffee and movies, television shows, go ahead and subscribe. Come on in, you know, it's fun. Henry Sugar's inside and he's made a lot of money and he wants to give you some of it. So just come on in. Once again, thank you so much for your support and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye.